Hey everybody, Murchie Bautista here with Charge in the Road. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are here at the Chicago Auto Show 2024 in the beautiful McCormick Place. Standing next to me here, it is the Honda Prologue. This is Honda's first fully electric vehicle. Interesting to know for a fact here is this platform is actually being shared by General Motors. Basically, you can kind of call this the Japanese cousin of the Chevrolet Blazer EV. This has a 85 kilowatt hour battery pack. There's been questions whether they're going to get like a 105 kilowatt hour battery. We don't know for sure, but as of right now, all trims are going to be including an 85 kilowatt hour battery, as you can get as much as 300 miles of range per charge. Now, what's great about this is that it does share the Ultium platform from General Motors, and because they're basically creating a partnership to build their vehicles here in the US, they do qualify for the $7,500 tax credit, which means this is going to be MSRP just a little bit over $40,000. Now let's kind of show you around a little bit of the vehicle. Now, you have this very sleek look. It doesn't look as busy as some of the other Honda vehicles. I personally love it. The headlamps here are very simplistic, which is great. I believe these are going to be the high beams, and I believe these might be that's going to be the fog lamps, and I believe the turning signal is going to be right around here. And then if you can see right here, this is all piano black right here. It's got a very sleek look. If you look right in the front there, it looks pretty simplistic, but it also shows a little bit of a presence, kind of also representing that Honda look. Now, of course, you have your charging port flap here, which looks like it's locked, but basically you just kind of push in and the door will open. This is a manual port, which I love. Now here, this is going to be a 21-inch wheel that is equipped with, this is actually the Elite trim, which would have the 21 inches. The other trims would include a 19-inch wheels. Now, of course, going back to the trims, there's three trims. It's the EX, Touring, and Elite. And obviously this is going to be an Elite version. And so one of the cool things about this car is, unlike some of the other vehicles, is it does have a traditional door handle. Pop it open, and then we're inside. And then check out the interior real quick. We have two screens, one for the instrument cluster and one for the infotainment. Now check out the steering wheel. Have a good look at the design of the steering wheel. That design of the steering wheel looks very, very similar, if not probably exactly the same thing as the GMs. As we've done the Silverado, we also done the Equinox. It has that same design. So I'm gonna step in here to the interior real quick and just give you my overall thoughts. First of all, that new car smell. You cannot go wrong with the new car smell. The seats are actually quite cushioned. Probably not wide enough for me as it is, but the steering wheel, it handles and feels the exact same thing as like a Silverado or the Equinox, basically like a Chevy. This is a Chevy steering wheel. And also too, if you kind of come look in here real quick, so interesting enough, you have your volume button and your knob right here, right on the screen. But what's interesting here is that it does have a little bit of a similar look to the interior of the infotainment for the Chevrolet. You have the physical buttons right here, like piano black keyboards. You can literally play, like, you know, maybe I don't know, Beethoven if you like, if you know how to use it, but I'm a dork, I'm so sorry guys. But anyways, this is a very simplistic look, doesn't look too complicated, which is great. You have your pad right here. I'm assuming this is going to be your wireless charging pad. You also have two USB-C ports here. You have your cup holders here. This cup looks like it is going to be your phone. This might be a wireless charging pad here. And then if you look in here, we also have a compartment. It goes pretty deep. Look how deep it goes. Like, I have my hand flat down here, and it goes pretty darn deep. And then of course you have this. Probably just to hold like your coins or whatnots. And so this is great. And then if you look up here, this is a glass roof, but it does look like this part from here to here, it does open up into like a sunroof, which is awesome. I personally love sunroofs. I don't mind glass roofs as well, because obviously my Mach-E, it has the big glass roof, but having a sunroof that you'll be able to open up, I love it. The seats itself, again, feels pretty cushy. And if you look at the interior, like the dash here, it looks very slick, looks very slim. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, you can actually see a little bit of a light right here. So right now there's a lot of light in the auto show, but you can kind of see a little bit of the light right here, so it kind of illuminates. I'm not sure if there's going to be a color configuration. There's a good guess that it will be, but that'd be pretty cool. They have that ambient lighting inside in the interior. Now let's have a look at the back. Let's go have a look at the inside of the back. So now as I step inside here, now the seats itself, it feels it feels okay. I think it's got enough cushion. I'm actually 5'10", so I have all this room. I have a little bit of room, but I think like if for someone who's like 6'3", they might have a little bit of a trouble. But as far as like knee space is concerned, you've seen me like when I sat in the front, I actually had enough space. And for me, this is the amount of space I have right now, which is actually quite nice. To have this leg room, it feels pretty good. But I think as far as like height, like headroom, you might have a little bit of a trouble for anybody who's taller than 6 feet. But it feels quite good in here, to be honest. The seats itself, I think they're designed appropriately. I think, yeah, I think like this is actually quite good. Now let's have a look at the cargo back. So if we can pop the trunk open like this. Automatic lift gate, which I totally appreciate. It might need some WD-40 though. But look at this amount of cargo space. This is actually a little bit bigger than I thought I would, or remember. But if you lift under here, there's a little more cargo space. You see how deep this hole is? You can probably put some like important maintenance stuff that you need. Also some room here. This is gonna be your toe jack. And then as far as like probably your charging cable, if you're gonna have one, you can probably put it right here. Notice it's no spare. You'll probably have to get like a tire inflation kit for that. But then if you like flip the seats down, you're gonna have even more cargo space. As far as like height wise, I think it's okay. But just remember, this is gonna be a little more sloping, so just keep in mind when you're loading cargo. But as far as like the amount of cargo space, this is actually quite decent. We're gonna press this button and it's gonna go down here. Now let's have a look at the tail lights here. Honda. I like the Honda letters going across the way. Kind of shows that presence. That's, look, this is a Honda, but it's also a Prologue, and this is your trim level, Elite. Now the headlamps, very simple, very simplistic, but also shows that it's still a Honda design exterior. And of course, this is an all-wheel drive, and that E representing that it's an electric vehicle. I believe that with the Elite, it's going to be all-wheel drive. All other trims, I believe, is going to be front-wheel drive. And so, yeah, I mean, this is like overall design look. This is a great look. I personally love the color. It kind of matches my shirt a little bit, but overall, I actually like it. Now, again, this is going to be just above $40,000. I believe $42,000 or $43,000. Start, and it does qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit should you want to buy one. And you can actually expect to see this towards the spring of probably around late spring 2024 in the showrooms. But overall, my take, I think this is a fantastic choice. If you're into Honda, if you're a Honda fan, if you're looking to get an electric vehicle, this will probably be a great choice. So overall, I like it. I like it a lot. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and for more EV content. Until then, guys, have a good one and stay smashing.